Hey all! So today I wanted to play around a little bit with this brand called Kale. So if you didn't know, which I just learned about it, Kale means money, and this is an app, which is really cool. So I wanted to do this exercising of taking what they currently have on their onboarding experience and see what could be some of the improvements there that it could be done. Just for context, like I don't know much about this company, limitations, etc. But I do know that essentially it's an app where you share reviews or products that you already love, and the more exposure you get on social media, they track that down and that turns into money. So this is their current UI designs. Again, I don't have full context of everything, but this is what they currently have. This is my redesign. So that's the before and that's the after. But I want to take things a little bit further. I don't want this to be just a before and after video, because I would love you guys to understand my thought process here. And keep in mind, I don't have context about everything, and this was just a fun exercise that took me 2-3 hours from beginning to end. So also I want to keep it old-fashioned with with reading on a pen and scanning it. As you probably saw, the user boarding looks pretty straightforward. You have a welcome screen, they ask for basic information, then you get a phone verification, then age verification, and then you jump directly to the app itself. I think there are some things here that I propose that they could be changed. For example, most of these apps that involve money usually need to be 18 years old to be able to use it. So, as part of the flow itself, I think the age verification should come at the beginning instead of, bringing the frustration to the user at the end because, they cannot move forward because their age. But yeah, let's just break it down. So first one, we have the welcome screen. So this is what they currently have. And I can already see a couple of few things over here. So, as a user, they'll probably come through social media or they'll see the app in the Apple Store, but they won't have full context of what this is. Part of the message there, it's love a product, share the love, earn rewards. I think there's room for a more strong message. So, at the end of the day, people are going to be doing this because they're influencers. They're going to be doing it for the money, So since you're already giving them money, instead of calling them rewards, let's call them money. That is what people care, at least if they are using this app. And then another thing here is I'm not even sure what are going to be the brands. I think it would be nice to have a sneak peek of what that could be. And then another important thing that I see here at the bottom, the main call to action, create an account, I think that's good. And then on sign in, that's fine. I think there's better ways to do this, but probably a chance that are missing here, it's having a fast sign up. So when you sign up with your Apple account or with your Gmail account, and again, there might be reasons why they can't do that or why they are not doing it, but yeah, it's just a suggestion based on the context that I have. So then current screen, so this is going to be basic information. It asks for your name, your social handle, email, and phone number. One main thing here I see, it's for example, with the social handle, I'm not sure if this will get verified. It only lets me select between one or the other. I don't know. I feel there I would want to choose at least two. Maybe the product doesn't support it, but I don't know. I feel you should be able to use two because they are always also not the same handle necessarily. And some things here, it's when you get into these forms, it's sometimes if they don't show how long it's going to be the process, people get frustrated. So I feel there's opportunity there to show hey, you're in step 2 out of 3, etc. Then here they send a verification code. At the beginning, I thought I was there were no concerns, but then thinking a little bit deeper was how many times I've sent a text, a code text, and I never get it. So I think here an opportunity, it's to add a button to what are the next steps if I don't receive my code. And also there's opportunity here to, be a little bit more fun with the message, engage a little bit more. We got to remember that this app, it's probably going to be used by Gen Z. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. And then once your birthday, kind of like the same to the other one, it's like annual input. You have to write the day, etc. I feel like, native OS scrollers have a better interaction. So why don't take care of that? And, like what's the benefit of this? I think here there's also needs to be a way to be more transparent about like, hey, you can or you cannot use this depending on your age. Yeah, that's just some thoughts over there. And then at the end, you just get to the UI. Essentially, you land here and like, I'm not sure what to do. Like, I get that moment, now what? I see trending and new and noteworthy, and then photo challenges. So like, I still haven't understand how to use this. What are challenges? What's the difference with trending, with brands and local restaurant? I don't know. I'm a little bit confused about like, the main question that people is like, okay, how do I make money now? So again, I decided to do this as a fun experiment and try something different. So one of the main things I did before getting into like the redesign was looking a little bit more of their brand identity. So this is a website, it's just a landing page, super short, nothing crazy. And the main things you can take care from here are the colors palette, but like there's really not like a strong communication style more than really the colors. And I feel like there's so much room here to be more playful and worthy, especially since their possible customers are gonna be Gen Z. So just took from their app as well, their logo, icons, and some of their color palette, which it's a very basic palette, which is fine. And now let's go to the actual process of redoing this onboarding experience. So one of the things that I like to do is set up some principles. Where's the opportunities, like what we can do, how we can make this a little bit different. As I was mentioning, this is going to be probably Gen Z customers, so I feel like there's a lot of room for being friendly and motivating. Call to action should be clear. We can have a playful language and try to also have this gamification process where one things are done behind the other, and it has a clear step by step. So I think that's also something that people really appreciate when it's short. So quick and respectful, kind of that. People don't have time, so you gotta be fast sign up, smart default, minimal inputs, trustworthy and secure. It's always super important, to even if you're being playful and fun with the wording, you always gotta keep in mind that you gotta build confidence and your product it's good, and like it's just reassuring. The copy and privacy reminders, something should be pretty standard. And then celebratory and welcoming, it's kind of like with the first one. So positive reinforcing, fans, visuals, this immediate sense of belonging. I think it's really important because people love to be part of a community. So, I think there's a lot of room here to give this more of a personalized experience and feel more part of the app itself. So let's go through my process. Back again to the sketch. So what I was telling earlier was age verification. I think it should be way before because, again, most of the apps, if it's a money app, you need to be 18 years old or you need to have somebody that it's holding you accountable for your information, etc. So I don't think we want to give the frustration like when you do this IQ test, whatever, on the internet, and you have like 200 questions, and then you get to the end and it's like, do you want to see your results? Give me your email and your credit card. And it's like so frustrating. And that's obviously like a paywall, but like here, I feel like we don't want to transmit that frustration to the person of getting their information, phone verification, this and that. And then at the end, we ask for their age and they're not 18 and, there's nothing we can do about it. So I think like remove that friction at the beginning. I think it could be better, just because people talk word of mouth, so sooner or later these people would influence on your app. So that's one of the main things that I would change. Then user information phone verification, I just did the swap there. And I think an opportunity here, it's an educational moment. So again, something simple, fast, quick, but it goes straight to the point, like ABC, like how to get started, how you make the money, and etc. So that should be pretty straightforward. So Kale, here part of what I was mentioning earlier, hints of the brands active in the program. So I think that's like really cool, just showing some of the logos over there of current brands like Van Loo, something that people see quickly. It's like I have those products in my fridge. Then focus on the message, be clear. So share what you love, get paid, being like super focused on the message. So here I also wanted to highlight get paid, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's what people are here for. Then sign up using email. I think that they had something very similar, which is good. And then fast sign up, just because people don't have time. So, if we can avoid the whole process of signing up and go directly to the educational moment and we gather all the information, like even better. And then change your phone, no problem. If you're a returning customer, the login is there. Like, that's a pretty established pattern by different companies and apps. So, I don't think we need to focus so much here on the login, because once you're logged in, like, that's it. So, this should be focused more on people that sign up, especially because you can only sign up through the app. So, second part, age. So a couple of things here and there. One of the main ones that I was mentioning earlier was having the scroll. So, it's easy for the hand right there, just interactive. You don't have to type with two hands. You can do everything with one hand. So that's, make things easier. Then another one was part of having a progress bar to give a sense of accomplishments. Like, okay, I'm step 1 out of 4, birthday rewards. So these are just some perks. So for example, Starbucks, and I think there's a bunch of other companies now that they do. It's like they just let you know, hey, by the way, on your birthday you're gonna have a reward, and maybe you forget about it, but at least it's there in your mind. And then when you get that reward, it's like, I remember they told me this, and hey, look here, $10. I don't even know if that's something they can do, but the idea it's there. And then just being more playful with the colors, with the typography, how we utilize the illustrations, etc. And then be straightforward and clear. Your age, the reason why your age it's important, and it is, to receive payments and use their app. So I think that should be pretty straightforward. Then second screen, we jump to the basics, and here's when we start playing also with the wording. So here says the basics, so we can track you down. Just kidding, we take privacy seriously. It's that fun game, and that really goes with what's the company's brand voice. But I feel, because this is Gen Z, younger generation, at least compared to me, there's opportunity there to be more playful, more chill, but at the same time being like, hey, by the way, this is a joke and we do take it seriously. And part of this as well was introducing a little bit of mini gamification. So this really reminds me, and the idea here came with a to-do list. So people love to cross to-do lists. You have 20 things, you check it, and it's great. It feels so good. So here I wanted to give this sense of accomplishment. Okay, the ones that need to be filled are in great. Once you fill it up and you're good, boom, you get the green. So that's good. And then, just the progress bar is going to tell you you're one step closer. And the rest, I think we already talked about it. And then making sure you're not a robot. Here, playing again with the wording, being a little bit more fun, more interactive. Just try to bring a differentiator to this step that usually it's pretty boring. And it doesn't need to be fun, but it can be a little bit more fun. And then next steps, if you didn't get a receipt code, I think I mentioned that was something they were lacking. So I think that would be good. And then jump to the last screen that it says you have been Kale-fied. The wording there, it's so important because it makes you feel like I finished this. I'm proud of this and I've been Kale-fied. Just that sense of being part of something, it's really important, and it's something that people, I don't know if they've consciously, but unconsciously, like really appreciates being and feeling part of something. And then here's the steps, like the ABC that I was saying earlier. It's like, okay, how do I use the app? Find a company you already love, then find a challenge, and then upload it and get paid. So it should be pretty straightforward, easy to use, and it could be a moment there that it's easier for people to remember, and it's just a quick preview of what you can expect. And for those that would like to take this tour deeper, like they could click there, and these experiences could expand and have more details, blah blah blah. But if not, you can just keep it and start earning money at the end of the day. Well, that's what people want. So here it's really cool having this educational moment and how to use it. So this is the before and this is the after. But hope you like it, enjoy it. This was just like a fun few hours that I had a ton of fun. Let me know what you think.